Landscape business owners, we do not have to wait around for referrals, spend countless hours putting flyers on people's car doors or doorsteps, or buy terrible leads from Angie's List. We can generate them ourselves through Facebook and IG ads, and you can have your phone blowing up with people requesting quotes for your services every single day. Your phone could look like this, collecting people's names, phone numbers, zip codes, and what they're looking to get help with so consistently that you never have to rely on another lead generation source ever again. And we know this because we run this for dozens of businesses across the country, whether you're in Long Island, New York, Austin, Texas, or California. This method works. So in this video, I'll be breaking down the exact system that you can use to bring in anywhere from 50 to 50 leads for your business consistently by using Facebook and IG ads, how you can create content, how you can research your competitors' content to figure out what's working for them, and the thought process behind how you should optimize your campaigns when you start to get data on what is working for you. And if you don't want to do it yourself, we specialize in this and we'll do it for you, but here's how to do it. So the first thing we need to do is find winning ads. So we're going to go to Google and we're going to look up Facebook Ads Library. And if you don't know what Facebook Ads Library is, it basically lets you look up keywords like, for example, landscaping business, and you can see what other landscaping businesses are running on Facebook ads. It's super helpful to see what your competitors are running and to get inspo for the ads that you should run. So once I'm on Facebook Ads Library, I'm going to select all ads so I can see all the different ad libraries, and we're going to use landscaping as our example. So let's just search landscaping, but say you were in pest control, you would just search pest control. Say you were in power washing, you would just search power washing. And I'm not going to look at the first ads that pop up. I'm actually going to go in and I'm going to filter, and I want to see ads that have been running for over a month now. And the reason you want to do this is because if you just look at the first search results, you're going to get the most recent ads that have been launched this week, today, or even yesterday. And we want to see ads that have been running for a long time because that indicates to us that they've been profitable for the business that is running them. So this ad actually caught my eye. It looks like they have a bunch of pictures of their projects that they have successfully done that look good, some good lawns, some good bedding areas. And just on this ad, you seriously could launch something as simple as taking your best photos that you have of your finished projects and uploading them to Facebook Ad Library. And I'll show you how to do that in a little bit. But let's be a little bit more sophisticated. Videos tend to perform best. So I'm going to come up here and we're going to filter for videos. This is kind of funny. We run a lot of landscaping ads. Most of these are bad, but I've found a good ad that we can use as our example today. All right, so I just found this ad. It's been running since April 30th. Today is June 23rd, 2025. So it's been running for about 2 months now. And this ad gives me a lot of green flags. It's not a perfect ad, but it's a solid enough ad to show and use as an example here. So check this out.
Need expert tree care services? At Evertree Services, we offer tree removal, professional trimming and thinning, new tree installation, stump grinding, and land clearing. Our trained team and modern equipment ensure fast, safe, and effective results. Based in Jupiter, Florida, we're your one-stop solution for maintaining your natural space. Trust the experts at Evertree Services for all your tree.
All right, so this did a couple things right and a lot of things wrong, but one of the best things that they did to start out with is they showed what their target audience would be interested in. So if there's a tree looming over my house right now and I see a picture of a guy who is sawing a tree in half, oh, this guy does tree removal. They also added text on screen. This is super important. About 60% of people who are on Facebook or Instagram don't have their volume on. You need to add text onto your videos so that you can make sure you're still catching people's attention and they're getting the gist of the video, even if they don't have their volume on. Third thing he did that was really good is he called out his location. He is based out of Jupiter, Florida. Super important. Catch people's attention early with a visual hook, have captions on the video, call out where you're at. People want to support local businesses. If you're in Philadelphia or the borough outside of Philadelphia, call out your local borough. You will get better interaction rates on your ads. So here's what we're going to do. We found an ad that has a couple of winning elements, and I'm going to show you a simple ad format similar to this that you could follow that will 100% guaranteed get you people reaching out looking for your services. Also, check out this video. And I know I'm stressing a lot on the video or the static ad that we're running. But this is by far the most important thing that you're going to do is make a good enough looking video or static ad, because this is the most important element for Facebook and Instagram ads. So let's just watch this ad together and note those things that we saw earlier. All right, cool. So in the beginning of the ad, it says Tampa Bay landscaping family owned. So landscaping family owned calls out the location, much more likely to get people to interact. People want to support local businesses. Second thing we do is we instantly go to show off these people working. It's a professional business. We show off them doing some final touches. We show off some foliage that they put down, some bedding. It looks like they did a good job here. So it's super easy. Just grab a bunch of iPhone clips, even photos of your final results that you've done a really good job on a project, put it together, something super simple like this, add some captions to it. But here's what I want you to do. In the beginning of the ad, be sure to have text on screen that calls out your location and what you do, and visually in the background, show someone doing the service of what you do, whether it's spraying outside of a house with pest control solution or laying bricks, doing a hardscape project. The first 3 seconds is so important for the ad. The other thing we're going to do is we need to have a call to action, which in advertising just means if I see the ad, what do I need to do next if I'm interested in learning more? And for us, if you want to get people's names, phone numbers, and information on what they want to quote for, you can tell them to message you or click the video for a free estimate. And I'm going to show you on Facebook what that looks like when we start building out the ad campaign. So let's just look at one final ad for an example before we move on. So simple. Just show off visually in the beginning what type of service you offer. Have some native feeling text on screen that feels like someone when they're scrolling. It's not jarring like an ad is like coming out at them. It fits into the vibe of what they're seeing in their feed before and after. And have a call to action on the end of it as well. All right, so if you want some extra brownie points when you're making your ad, we launch split tests. So all that means is when we launch an ad, we launch multiple variations of that ad to see which one's getting the best performance. So all you need to know with testing variations, the most important thing is the visual hook and the first sentence of your ad. The first 3 seconds sell the rest of it. So when we split test, we make 3 versions of every ad. So the entirety of the ad is the same between all 3, but the only thing that changes is the opening visual and the text on top is all different for all 3 of these variations. This may seem like a small thing, but this can double or even triple your ad performance. It is absolutely nuts what split testing can do. So there you have it. Back step 1. We can create a super simple iPhone style video, just showing off videos of you working or of your final projects. Just add some simple text on top of it. Call out where you serve, what you do, and a call to action at the end where people can learn more if they're interested. I'm not going to go into the details of CapCut editing. There's plenty of YouTube videos on that. But once you have finished your video, now we need to get into the back end Facebook and start building out our campaign. Now I'm going to show you what we need to do on the back end of Facebook Business Manager to get these ads live. All right, so we've researched our niche. We have created an ad with multiple different variations to split test against each other. And now we're going to get onto the back end of Facebook Ads Library. And before we do that, I just want to show you guys the end result of what this can look like. This is one of our clients, and you can see all these different names are all people who filled out and asked, hey, can I get a quote? Your services look interesting. People who have told us what they're looking to get a quote on, what their name is, given us their phone number, and told us what area they live in so that we can call them and close them on their project. So no need to overcomplicate it. This strategy kills it in 2025. So here's how we're going to build out these campaigns. So first things first, I hope that you have a Facebook account and an Instagram account at this stage. If you do not, don't worry about it. We're just going to go to Google and we're going to look up Facebook Business Manager. This is the cleanest way to access your ad account. So you're going to click into business.facebook.com. At least that's how we currently do it. And after you log into your Facebook or your Instagram, this is what you're going to see. So this is just a new account that I put together so that we can do this from scratch. You're going to go on the left-hand side, you're going to click Ads Manager and Account Overview. All right, everyone, we are getting to the home stretch here. So once you are in Ads Manager, you're going to come on the left-hand side right here, and you're going to click onto Campaigns. So if you're making a new ad account, you might get prompted with a couple of different things, potentially to verify your business, add a payment method. Just be sure to go through and do all of that. So we're going to come in and we are going to create our first campaign. So we're going to click on create and we want leads. So we're going to select leads, and there's a couple other different campaign objectives. I'm not going to go into those today. And if you're a local service-based business, this is an absolutely great way to start capturing leads, especially since Facebook just dropped a way for people to verify their phone numbers before they submit their information to you. So we're going to select leads, we're going to select continue, and we want a manual leads campaign because Facebook does not know how we want to set this up. So there's going to be a lot of visuals happening here. I'm going to take you step by step through what you really need to focus on. So new leads campaign, all things said and done, if this is the first campaign in your ad account, that's fine. We can leave it on that. I personally do not use Advantage Plus campaign budget. I would leave that off. I like to set budgets at an ad set level, and I'll show you what that means here in a second. We're not running an A/B test, and we are not in a special ad category. That's if you're running for, say, political reason, or you're trying to sell people insurance, et cetera, et cetera. Now that we're done with the campaign level, we are going to go to the ad set level. Like I said earlier, we haven't accepted the terms and conditions on this account. It's a brand new account. You might run into the same things. So just be sure to go through and do what Facebook asks you to do. All right, so conversion. We are going to do instant forms for now. Eventually you could build out a conversion on your website, and eventually you could get calls, but these are going to be a great starting place. So we are going to maximize our number of leads. We've tested maximize number of conversion leads, and we get better cost per conversion when we maximize the number of leads. So as far as daily budget goes, is how much your ads are going to spend every single day to show to people. We can start at $10 a day, or we could go up to $100 a day. I would recommend, if this is your first time running ads, just start at $10 a day, run it for a week, see what results you get, and start to learn what the different metrics like CTR, aka click-through rate, cost per lead, the amount of money that you're spending for people to send you their phone number and ask for a quote. Start to understand those metrics. You don't need to spend a ton of money to learn these things. Start date is good. No need to touch the end date. No need to schedule budget increases. Audience control, we do need to update this because we want to target our area that we are working to. So we actually do need to switch to the original audience options. Facebook's going to freak out until you don't do that, but we want to do that. And we are going to go in and change the location. So I'm going to use Austin, Texas for this example. So you just would come in, you would just select the town that you service or the city that you service, and you would just select a radius. I would recommend, if you're in a rural area, AKA in the suburbs or not in a city area, to do at least 25 miles. If you're in a city area, the more area that you can cover, the higher quality leads you are going to likely get, because Facebook is going to have more people to serve your ads to than if you did, for example, 1 mile radius. There's only a few thousand people. Facebook needs an area with enough people that it can serve the ads to the people who it thinks are most likely to take action and get a quote. So we are not going to reach more people who are likely to respond to your ads. You know why Facebook does this? They will show your ads to people who are outside of your target area. Besides that, we're going to leave the age and the gender completely open. Facebook is really good at optimizing for this stuff. And now we are going to go down into the ads. So you just name this ad iPhone ad 1. And the reason why I'm going to say iPhone ad 1 is because we will probably have iPhone ad 2, iPhone ad 3, because you do want to launch with multiple variations. You're just going to choose your Facebook page. You're just going to choose your IG account. And for us, we are going to do single image or video because we're going to upload a video. So if you scroll down, you're eventually going to get to a point called Ad Creative. Facebook is going to create something for you off the bat. This is not going to work. Let's go in and click Setup Creative and click on Video Ad. So for example, I have uploaded this video ad. So we are going to select it. So after we upload our ad, we're going to see this area, which is actually pretty important. This is where we're going to be writing the description that pops up underneath of our ad and the headline that pops up on top of our ad. After you upload your video, you are going to get to this section, which is text. And this is where you're going to put your headline in, what's going to show up above your video or your photo. And you're also going to put your caption in here as well. So what we found for local service-based businesses that will work well is for the headline, you can literally just write something like get a free quote, or if you're in landscaping near me, or if you want to go town specific, Austin landscaping. If you give yourself a few options, it will test out what will work well here. Even just starting with get a free quote, we have done so much testing around this. Prospects will certainly take action if you emphasize that your quote is free. Obviously, your service is not free. So on top of the headline, we also like to write a description. For this, you could use ChatGPT and you can steal this prompt for whatever niche you are in, changing what you need to change, like your services that you offer. And let's just get a caption from ChatGPT. So this is perfect. It mentions the location you're at, what to do if you want a quote. And I'm actually going to change that from DM us now to click this video for a free quote, because when we do form fills, people click the video. So let's grab this caption. Let's go back to our ads. So you would actually just put the caption in the description area, and we just want to make sure things are spaced properly. So transform your yard with Austin's trusted pros. I don't like the sparkles. Let's bring down from patios and pavers to fresh sod. We do it all. Just want to make sure that's accurate. And let's do click this video for a free quote. And then the call to action, I like to do get quote. And then this is just AI enhancements. You can leave these on. They normally do work very well. So the final thing that we need to do before we launch our ads is we need to create our instant form. So you're going to click create form, and let me just show you an example of what a good form looks like. So you can even steal this form word for word. We don't mind. It says get a free quote. We just need some info from you. And for this is in the pest control niche, but it could be in the landscaping niche. It would just be what renovations are you looking to have for your lawn? And then people will come in and they're going to answer, oh, I would love to have a back patio with brick on the ground. And then the next thing we're going to do is we're going to grab their contact information, recommend grabbing their full name, their phone number, and their zip code. And then the third thing they're going to do is they are going to opt in to our privacy policy. Facebook will prompt you on how to submit your privacy policy. You should have privacy policy on your website. It's just going to grab that URL. And then after that, you are going to get their info sent to the lead center. So just how we were on Facebook Business Manager earlier, and you came on the left hand side and went to Ads Manager, you're just going to go to Lead Center, and this is where everyone is going to populate for you. So you just click create form and just name your form like lead form. You can just do more volume. And Meta just dropped a new feature where people have to verify their phone number. So what it does is they enter their phone number and then they click give me a quote, but then it sends them a code to verify their phone number before they can submit and request a quote from you. This is actually a great addition. It will give you much cleaner data, because the alternative, when you click more volume, people can come in here and autofill their phone number. So if you are willing to pay a little bit more per lead, I would highly recommend clicking higher intent. And then flexible for delivery, I would 100% let your form be optimized. And then you're just going to come through and do what we talked about, add a headline, add some questions, link your privacy policy, and then what they do at the end, you could even have them call you at the end and enter in your phone number. So super simple, just follow these steps and fill out your form. So the next thing we're going to do is, if you did do 3 variations, which I highly recommend you do, changing the opening text and changing the opening visual, we are going to need to launch all 3 of those against each other. So we're going to stay in the same ad set in this view right here. And all we're going to do is we're going to come in here and we're going to duplicate this ad, and we're going to keep it in the same campaign, same everything. And it's going to be iPhone ad 2. And all we're going to need to do is come down to the creative. The easiest way to change this creative is to just remove the media, add media, come through, grab your second video, and you're just going to upload it, drag and drop your second video on, select it. Don't worry about trimming it. This time around, it asks us if we want to crop. If you can crop it without ruining the text, you can crop it to the one-on-one. This area over here, I would not recommend cropping it to if you're doing a vertical video. All right, same exact thing. We're just going to use the same text so that we can split test these against each other, just testing the creative. We're going to leave all the visual touch-ups on. And now you have your second video, and you're just going to do the same thing, just duplicate again, and just run through those steps that I just ran through to upload the third video. And then you're going to eventually have 3 ads all underneath of here tested against each other. So once you're done with that, you can actually go back to the homepage. And in the top right, you're going to see this button, review and publish, that's how you're going to publish your ads. And also you can see this opportunity score up here. This absolutely has no correlation to the actual cost per lead that you are getting. This is just Meta's way of saying if you're using their optimizations that they recommend. And Meta is known for using like Advantage Plus and trying to help people who don't understand this platform get better results. But if you follow these steps, this is tested, tried and true for thousands of leads or dozens of different business owners. You don't need to do the guesswork and try and use what Meta is promoting. So yeah, if you are ready to go, you will go up here and you will click review and publish, and it might ask you for a little bit more information, and then you're going to publish your ads. And I would let them run for 7 days, checking back into the lead center to see if you get leads and reaching out to people as quickly as you can when they submit their information. So let me just show you what the end result of this would look like. So in this ad set, you can see we tested 3 different creatives which were similar to each other against each other. And you can see one of them got 44 leads and the other 2 got no leads. And that's actually because we shut off these other 2. But what you're going to see, and this is a topic for a different video, which I will release in the future, is you're going to get metrics back. One of the ads is going to outperform the other ones, and you're going to need to make decisions on what to do next. But you can see here, this ad itself, very similar setup to what we did, generated 44 leads. So this strategy works very, very well. If you're getting cost per lead at under $50 per lead, if you're doing a text message verify, that is solid and you are definitely on the right track. So like I said, we do this for accounts in many different niches, but here's just a few of them, for example. And if you have any questions on anything that we talked about, you can pop them in the comments. I will try to get back to everyone as quickly as possible. Or you can also ask ChatGPT. It's very helpful as well. Also, if you do not want to go through all this headache to set everything up, this is what we do for a living. We help people in different services generate leads. So there's actually a link in the description if you want to hop on a call with us to learn more. We will only charge you $50 per lead, and we'll capture people's names, their phone numbers, and what they're looking to get a quote from. This is by far one of the highest leverage activities that you can do to grow your business. Almost every local service-based business could handle more leads and more projects. So follow through these steps, launch your ads, and feel free to let me know if you have any questions. But also, if you're someone who wants us to do this for you, feel free to click the link in the description to hop on a call with us, and we will see if it is a good fit and we can help you out. Thank you, everyone. Ghost Media out.